Hello everybody, Precious Linda into Gelang. I am back to help you find yourselves, to help you discover your purpose, to help you live in alignment with the reason why you have been birthed on this earth. Okay, let's not be dramatic. Guys, I'm being dramatic because today I was supposed to do this video like earlier on this morning. Hey, my neighbors have been mowing the lawn since this morning. Like, not gonna happen. This video is going out today. Anyway, it is my cousin's birthday. Khoshkhachana Malagadi Mushala, happy birthday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, let's get started. So I was at home. Like I'm a very sentimental person. I'm one of those people. If you were to get me a rock and you're like, yo, Linda, this rock, I saw it and it reminded me of you. You know, it has like these little freckles that remind me of you. Hey guys, I'll keep that rock until kingdom comes. So I was home this weekend, right, at my parents' place. It's home. I don't like saying at my parents' place, but now that I am a grown woman, home can be misunderstood to refer to the home that I currently live in. So home, my parents' place. Hey guys, you know, Musveni, the only child, gifts galore. So I get home and there's like all these gifts. Yeah, I'll talk about the other gift that I got probably sometime this week, ne? So I got a gift, guys. Now you know me, I get things or I see things and then I go deep in. You know me and depth. I got this, ne? So I hope you can see what it is. If not, we'll talk about it just now. So I got this and I was like, how? And I remembered, so like I think I was in primary school somewhere before grade 5. I got this box, right? So it's a box, it's a puzzle. I opened it and it was 1,500 pieces. At that time it looked like it was 1.5 million pieces. So I took this box and I shoved it, you know, that wardrobe, those olden ones where you could hide things at the back. I shoved it there. So now my parents are busy with this house project at home, and that house project means they need to clear out, right? And what does that represent? Sorry guys. Yeah. Oh, Askisin. So the clearing out, basically for me, it represented that the more you clear stuff out, the more room you make for you to actually get to the true version of yourself. Okay, because I'm all about self-discovery. I'm all about purpose finding, you know. Yeah. So when I got home, I see this box by the bedside table. I think that's what it's called in my bedroom. And I'm like, yay, this box. Haven't seen you in a while. And I opened it. I must take out some things. I even found like a card from long ago. I even found, hey guys, I'll talk about the other gifts some other time. Hey. Anywho, so let me put some things in here because I was trying to minimize the load. Yeah. We're burping again. So anyway, I was like, hang on, I think this box would actually explain or represent self-discovery much easier, because it's easy for me to understand it. I'm a visual person. When you tell me a story, I already have it in my head. Guys, if I could paint, you could tell me a story and I would paint that exact picture that you are talking about. You know those, I don't know what they're called, but those artists that when they're doing investigations, you describe, you know, and they are there, they are painting, and then boom, it's exactly what you've described. And you're like, yes, that's the one. No, actually the ears were a bit smaller and they trim, and you're like, that's the one. That's me in here. So when I see self-discovery and the layers, like literally I can see the layers peeling off and peeling off. But for those of you who are not as visual as I am, I hope that what I'm about to do now will make it a bit clearer. Okay, so think of self-discovery, or let's call the session piecing the pieces together for the life puzzle. Okay, I'll come up with a topic later. But anyway, so think of your of self-discovery as there's this. Let me do this. Oh, but anyway. So let's say this is how you're currently seeing your life, right? Like literally. And some of these pieces are like somewhere else, you know? And every single one of these represents a portion of your life. You know, it forms part of your life. It could represent a split second, a minute, a day, an hour. Sometimes this small piece could actually represent a year or more than a year. Okay. So when you see this, you are like, oh my gosh, what is this? You know? And you don't really understand what is going on. So if you look at this, I mean, what is this? It's pieces. So maybe, yes, you can tell that it's pieces of the puzzle, but like, what is this? You know, where do you even start with all of this, right? However, when you heal the traumas, so this could be as a result of a lot of things that have happened. This disintegration could be a lot of, I see things I used to hide in my childhood. Anyway, this could be as a result of things that would happen in your childhood, you know, layers and layers of trauma, things that happened to people that came before you. It's a whole lot of layers that cover up, right? Now, you finding yourself is you piecing these pieces together. Because I always talk about the pearl inside the onion inside, the lettuce inside the cabbage at the bottom of the ocean and swimming, and it's like, ooh, let me just simplify this thing, yes. So this is you finding yourself, right? When it's like this, everything is muddled up. You are not even sure where to start, right? And you might not even know that this is a puzzle. But as you heal, okay, I'm going to need to close. As you heal, my box is torn, guys. This is from like grade 1. As you heal, you realize that, oh, wow, this is a puzzle of my life. And it's 1,500 pieces, right? So you could use different methods where you start off by counting the number of pieces to make sure you've got all the pieces. Or you could be like, okay, so if it's a puzzle, where do we start? We start off by the corners. You know, when you build your puzzle, the easiest is to start off with the outer edges. But for you to do that, you need to understand what is the picture that you ought to build. When it's like this, it stresses you. It gives you a headache. It's like, oh my gosh, where am I going to start? But as you heal, as you work on yourself, as you get in tune with yourself, it's obviously a process, right? Then this picture starts getting clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer, and boom! You're like, oh, this is my purpose, right? So see this as your purpose. I'm like peeping behind boxes here trying to explain it. Right? So now when you understand that this is your purpose, you might not know where this piece is fitting on this particular image here, but you can sort of make out where it's gonna go. So this looks like it's one of these trees here, you see. So then you understand, oh, this is a piece of my puzzle. So when something happens in your life, you are able to piece it somewhere here. And the more you piece it in, the more the image starts getting clearer and more put together in reference to this, in alignment to this. This is your purpose, right? So I've borrowed my child's puzzles here without permission. Oopsie. So let's say something happens in life, né? And let's say you get offered a job And now you know this picture, right? So now you know what your purpose is. It may not be as clear as this, but you understand that, oh, my purpose is this a rainforest, guys? I think it's a rainforest. Or is it safari? What is this? Okay, now you understand that this is your life purpose is the Big Five Special Edition leopard. Yeah, this is the puzzle, right? So now you understand. So when you've got an idea of what your purpose is, when you understand what your purpose is, even if you don't understand the intricate details, but you will know when something doesn't fit in here. So here comes somebody offering you a job that is not in alignment with your picture. What do? You go back in reference to your picture. First of all, now you know that, hang on, my pictures are in line with this. And this person comes with this puzzle. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Right? There. Now this is a car, okay? When you understand this piece, you'll understand that this does not fit in anyway on this piece. Okay. So now you are able to say no to this. Oh, let me stop moving it because the light is reflecting. You understand that this is not in alignment with your purpose. Then you are able to say no to that job, which is this. That is not in alignment to your purpose. That is not in alignment with your truth. You are able to say no. It could be a different one. Could be this. You are able to say no to that relationship that is not in alignment with your truth, because you understand that, first of all, your pieces are not this big. And second of all, this, oh, it's upside down. This does not fit in. You know, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And this is what happens when something is not in alignment with your truth. It'll literally stick out like a sore thumb, like that. And you will know that, this thing doesn't fit in anyway. It really does not fit in anyway. Okay, so that is the easiest way for me to help you to understand piecing the pieces of your life together on your path to finding yourself. It's a journey. Sometimes these pieces involve laughter. Sometimes they involve loss. Sometimes these pieces, so you know, with disintegration of self, sometimes the pieces are scattered all over. Imagine if you have to go and find one of these pieces at your grandmother's house, or somewhere in Limpopo, or somewhere in KZN, and it's not in this box, right? But when you do find it, then you will understand that this is a piece of me. This is a piece of my life, you know. Then you are able to actually understand the things that happen in your life. You are able to understand the things that don't happen in your life. You are able to say yes, you are able to say no, in accordance to your truth, in accordance to your core essence, in accordance to your purpose. And that makes your life so much easier. You know, last week, well, last week, I somehow managed to, because I'm human, you know, what's the saying, to err is human, ne? Yeah, something like that. I did something that was not in alignment with my truth. Hey, did I not see flames? I swear my mother's oven is not even that hot. The flames that I saw. And when I went back and I actually did an exercise to look back within as to why was I seeing such flames, I realized I was seeing such flames because I had moved away from my truth. And in that particular moment, my truth in that instance was for me to have things with ease and grace, right? However, that thing that I was trying to get or to do, hey, there was no ease there. Like, yeah. So let me give an example. Imagine if you have to go somewhere, and instead of just getting an Uber and going there, which maybe that would have been my ease, right? Getting an Uber and going there. imagine if I had gone and taken a taxi. I'm not even sure if I'm pointing up or down, or the different symbols for taxis, and then there are no taxis going there. They don't even know where that place is, when I could have just taken an Uber. I'm just making an example. This is not exactly the situation that happened. Just trying to find the easiest way of explaining it without getting too much into the finer details, because obviously this video will go all over. So imagine now if instead of taking an Uber, I'm there taking taxis now, going to North and wherever, and I don't even get to the destination simply because I was not in alignment with my truth. My truth would have been ease. Ease would have been Uber. Call an Uber, they take you there, they bring you back, right? And I didn't do that. I saw flames. But when I went back and I looked at what was the reason I moved away from my ease, it had to do with some limiting beliefs that I'm currently working on. It had to do with, have you ever, when you yeah, trying to explain something without giving details, guys. If this was an intimate setup, then I would spill the beans like, hey. But it's not. Yeah, I'm not even recording live, so I can't even see your faces, guys. But anyway, bottom line is I moved away from my ease. I saw flames. I didn't exercise because I've got these exercises that I do that help to keep in alignment, that help to check whenever you're in misalignment with yourself. And what I do with my clients, I do with myself, because there's no point in helping other people to peel off the layers, to piece the pieces together, when I'm not doing that myself. Because it's not like I am now a professor of me. I'm also in this journey, the thing is, I know now that there's this puzzle. I know where the pieces are. When I do find pieces that are not in alignment, I know to say, this one, not for me. I know what the picture is. So that's why it's easy for me to actually be like, what is happening here? Why am I seeing such flames? And then go back, do my exercises, and realize, girl, this thing that you were doing was not in alignment with your truth. What was my truth at that particular moment? My truth was XYZ. So what made me move away from my truth, right? Because there's no point in just clearing that without understanding where it's coming from. Because if I do that, I could just as well be clearing a symptom and not the root cause. So I had to go back in, do an exercise, and understand the root cause of where does this thing that happened that moved me away from my truth come from. And when I found out, when I understood, when I knew, it's like, oh, okay, then I knew how to clear it. I knew how to remove that layer, And the thing about clearing these layers is it's different for some people. If we use for those women who've had a C-section when you gave birth, you'll know that you've heard some women say, every time it's gonna rain, or every time the weather becomes somewhat cold, I'm like a weather forecast, I can tell. I've heard women say that. Whereas you'll find other women that have had more than one C-section in the same place, and they don't have issues with that area, They don't get affected by the weather. They don't get affected by, is it cold, is it hot, is the sun shining, is it raining, is it snowing? Like, yafana lagu, right? But other women will deal with those after effects for years and years and years, and it might take longer for them to heal from their C-section compared to other women. It's the same with other people. Some people can be born already knowing that this is my puzzle, this is my mission, this is what I need to be in alignment with, and their job is, they already have the outside border and their job is to fit in the centers, right? Whereas other people, depending on what has happened in your life, you might find that this, okay, I wanted to throw it all over, but then I'm going to have to look for the pieces. I don't want to do that, but you get my drift. Okay, so that is basically, that is, I hope this helps you to understand that when things happen in your life, look at how do they fit in with you? How do they fit in with your truth? How do they fit in with your core purpose? Do they even fit in? Because sometimes we say yes to this when it doesn't. You see this one, she broke the piece. Hey, guys, let's use this one. You know, it doesn't fit in with this. This doesn't fit in with this. Why do I keep holding it upside down? OCD, guys. Ne? But then because this is easy, you are like, hey, let me take it. I will just paste it on there. It's nice. It's purple. I love purple and red. It's bright and it's big, so it'll take up more space. Then I don't have to find other pieces to complete. I mean, it's a big piece, right? But at the end of the day, it just doesn't work. And you realize that you still have to go back and remove that big piece which was not supposed to be in your life, that you took upon yourself, not in alignment with yourself, and you still have to go and already, if I try and piece these together, I'm trying to see roughly how many pieces fit on this big one. I'm not going to be accurate, but 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's roughly 8 or 9 pieces that fit on there to make up this one big piece. Okay? So, do you understand that it makes your life easier when you understand your core purpose, because then you've got a bigger picture. Then you can work around that bigger picture. Then you don't find yourself from going from pillar to post, trying to figure things out, trying to, other things. When they happen, you actually realize that this one just requires me to sit back and just let it happen, because that's the puzzle piece, And others, you're like, yeah, this puzzle piece doesn't even belong here. And you take it immediately, you move it away. And that is when you can do that when you understand who you are, when you understand why you are, when you understand where you are in that particular moment in time. That is understanding yourself. That is understanding your truth. That is living your truth. So I hope my present from my childhood has made self-discovery a bit easier for you. I think this is so much easier than my pearl inside an onion, inside a lettuce, inside a cabbage at the bottom of the sea. I promise you guys, if I could paint, I would paint you this beautiful picture and you would see it just like you can see this. You'd be like, yes, girl, we understand. But yeah, I haven't yet quite gotten back to painting as yet. Story for another day. But yes, I hope this helps you. I hope that you are able to get, the most important thing is to start off by getting this. So when I help you with self-discovery, when I help you to understand your core purpose, when I help you to understand why you were created here, what is your mission here on earth, I'm basically helping you to understand that you have a puzzle. This is the image that you are building to. This is what you are working towards. Ne? And that you have these pieces that you need to piece together. Some pieces might require that I help you to piece them together, but other pieces may not. But with the self-discovery, the first and foremost thing that I help you with is understanding this bigger picture that you then work towards. Okay, so if you don't know this picture, If you have no idea why you are here, if you have no idea why you are doing the work that you are doing, and what is going on, and who are you, and what actually are you supposed to be doing, that is what I can help you with. This. Okay. So guys, I almost said happy Friday. It feels like a Friday today because it's just been so noisy. Normally it's noisy on Fridays, but it's not a Friday. Anyway, love and light. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and happy self-discovering. Happy finding your truth. Happy living your purpose. Mwah.